Unrealistic Homebuilder Expectations. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at this article from The Guardian discussing, well, the fewer than 250 applicants and no payments yet made for the Coalition's home builder scheme. Now, this just shows, well, a lack of understanding of construction. Okay? With the home builder scheme, you've got a window until the end of the year to get a contract in place. And within 3 months of that contract starting, you need to start doing the work. You don't get the payment until progress claims are starting to be made, until you've got to deal with a contract with the bank. If you want to fund it out of cash, like we were considering, paying for, because we've got an old Queenslander here, our plan is to lift it up, build underneath. And we thought we could use this home builder to kind of just give us the kick and to pull a project forward and, at least get it raised up and put a slab down. That was the first stage that we wanted to do, because all the external walls and stuff like that, we could do ourselves. But if we were to fund it by cash and not go through the bank, we would have to, we wouldn't receive a penny from this grant until at the end, until you've finally finished the construction and made all the payments. So it will be that long. So there's all these mechanisms in place. While Rachel got quite excited about it, and so was I for a stage, it wasn't until the legislation surrounding, trading while insolvent, that's kind of got me a little worried. So I want that to disappear and the market to calm down a little bit before we start looking at our projects. I mean, we've got enough painting, stripping, and stuff we can do now until we need to do that next stage. So that's what's got me worried. So the fact that there have been so few applicants so far and that no payments have been made is completely normal. Projects take a long time to do. A big construction project, minimum 150 grand, takes a long time. And it'd be shocking if someone managed to get one over the line already. So let's have a look at the Guardian's take on this, because, I would have been shocked if any payments had been made yet. People still need to get it sorted, and you've got till the end of the year. It takes time to document stuff. It takes time to get a team together, particularly for renovation. The scheme has been described by Master Builders Association as the most effective government stimulus in decades. It's too early to judge its success. If you're looking at it from the perspective of stimulating construction activity, it is much too early to be judging it, assessing it yet. We'll have to wait a couple of years to see if it actually made a difference. That's aside from the question of if the government should even be doing it in the first place. We'll put that aside. So fewer than 250 people have applied for the Morrison government's home builder scheme. Officials have revealed, despite the hype from an industry association, that it was the most effective stimulus in decades. The federal government announced the $688 million scheme just over 2 months ago, offering homeowners up to 25 grand to either build a new home or substantially renovate an existing one in a bid to prop up demand in Australia's construction sector during the coronavirus-induced economic crisis. But the government opted against passing new legislation to deliver the scheme, meaning it is relying on agreements with individual states and territories to provide the grants. Appearing before the Senate COVID-19 Select Committee on Friday, Treasury officials revealed that the government was only aware of 247 formal applications so far. These include 157 in South Australia and 90 in Tasmania. So the other states are probably dragging their heels to get it up and running, to sign on to it. It's going to take time anyway for people to get these projects moving. What it is, it's going to be projects that people already have planned to do. It's like us. We've had the engineering done, we've had the design done, and well, as architects, it gets revised a lot. It's like a builder's own house, never gets finished. I spoke to an architect who's been in the house for 50 years the other day, and still isn't finished. So that's probably going to be our life. So it'll be people that have already got these projects done, already got it documented, or we'll start to see more of them tick on until the end of the month. There'll probably be a little tick up of applications right on the end of the year. So, and they're the applications that have been received to date. Vicky Wilkinson, the head of Treasury's Social Policy Division, told the committee, to date, no payments have been made. The government has previously predicted the scheme will support about 20,000 new builds and 7,000 substantial renovations. It has previously said tens of thousands of people had registered their interest, but these are not formal applications. Well, here's the thing. That was me. I was interested. But are we going ahead with it? No, not with the state of the economy. Not with the state of the economy. I'm going to put it off a bit longer. I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to wait and see. And I wonder if I'm alone. I wonder if other people are concerned, if other people are worried about the current economic climate so that they're putting off this. Maybe the bribe just isn't enough. Isn't enough. What would it take for me to take the plunge? 50 grand? 100 grand? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if that would even be enough, to be honest, just because I'm so worried about where things are going. I really like living at the level of stress that I have at the moment. It's much lower than it was in the past. I'm really enjoying it. And there's something can be said about that. You know, if the challenges of running a business, having a whole team that you have to keep busy, going out there, fighting for work. And now I've scaled back. It's myself, Rachel. We do jobs when people approach us. We only work on things that we want to. We've got a beautiful job that we're working on now, a school. I'll show you some pictures when it goes a bit further. 500 student new school extension. It looks fantastic. It's a volumetric modular building that has a bit of flair to it. And, you know, it's something we enjoyed working on. It's something we enjoyed working on. And I'm at the point now with my business, because I don't have so many mouths to feed, I can be a bit pickier and choosier and work with people I like to and turn down projects that I really aren't interested in. Whereas when I had, 6 people working, or at one point we had 12, it was crazy. I needed to take everything just to do the jobs. And often that would put me in a situation where negotiating with someone on the price, you may have to compromise a bit. So, coming back to this story, it shows you that the bribes from the government may not be enough to tip me over the line. I may just wait another 6 months, wait another year. Don't tell Rachel that, guys. Don't let her know. Officials on Friday played down the sluggish start to the program, saying the majority of states and territories had only begun accepting applications throughout the course of July, whereas New South Wales and Victoria had started to do so in just the past week. Wilkinson said there was no pre-approval process and the work needed to be well underway for payments to be delivered. The application is received, work must commence within 3 months of the contract being signed, and then the payment occurs at different milestones depending on the type of build or renovation, she said. But Labor's housing spokesperson, Jason Clare, denounced the Homebuilder scheme as home blunder. Writing on Twitter, he said the new figures showed the Morrison government was great at slogans but hopeless at delivery. Okay, you know what? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this person. Jason Clare, MP, Australian MP. Okay, let's bring him up here. He's an Australian politician, member of the Australian Labor Party, represented the division of Blaxland in Western Sydney, member of the Shadow Cabinet in 2016. Okay, let's have a look. 48 years old, married. What is his early life and career? He was dux at school. Good on you, mate. Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Laws. Okay. So, what business experience does he have? What does he know about construction? Come on, show me. Show me. Where? Nope. Government? No. I don't care about that. I want to see your business experience. Have you just been in politics your whole bloody life, mate? He joined the Labor Party and was secretary for 10 years, straight after he left school. Oh, well. This is the problem with our political system. You're getting all these lawyers and people and career politicians, that don't know what the day-to-day is. All they care about is scoring points on the other team. Are you a blue? Are you a red? And the average punter, we don't have time. We're too busy working. You're too busy trying to cobble together enough money just to either get a deposit to even look at a home, to look at it a bit more. So, okay, Anyway, leader of the Greens, Adam Bandt, said the absurd granite benchtop grant scheme was doomed from the start. He wrote on Twitter that Australians should be building 500,000 public and community homes instead. Now, that sounds good. Let's look up this guy. What experience does Adam have? He looks exactly the same as the other bloody Greens guys. I can't tell the difference anymore, honestly. Is this just the stereotype? You know, maybe I should do this from now on, just look at the experience of these politicians. So he's a federal MP, Australian politician, former industrial lawyer. Another lawyer. Fantastic. 48 years old as well. We need a quota. We need to cap these lawyers in Parliament. We need more people. How many tradies are there in Parliament? You know? Isn't he just a clone of the last guy? Looks like it. So, okay. Here's the problem with public housing. It sounds good. It sounds really good. But for the Homebuilder grant, for every $25,000 they're given out, the government gets another $150,000 that you, the private person, needs to stump up. Now, do you think I'm going to be frivolous with the 150 grand that I have to spend? No. No, I'm not. It's going to be very different to a government program. And just think about it. These houses, the people that are living in these houses, they're going to, hopefully either be making enough money to support this investment, or they'll be contributing to the economy. Where public housing, you just get that one spend. You get that for every 25,000 spend, you just get 25,000 of economic impact. Where the government's grant, for every $25,000 spent, you get 175,000 of economic impact. What do you think is going to have a greater impact on the economy? What do you think is going to keep people out of public housing? So many bloody lawyers in Parliament. Come on. Oh, shit. We really do. We need quotas, less lawyers. Maybe cap it at 3 per Parliament. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Let me know. This week, the Australian newspaper already quoted the Master Builders Association Chief Executive, Danita Warren, as saying, "Just today, I've been told by industry veterans who heard some of the largest home building businesses in the country that this is the most effective government stimulus they have seen in decades in the industry." Well, this is the thing, guys. The lawyers may not... Oh, actually, you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing about lawyers that you may not realize. Sometimes you have to pay the bastards up front. They'll set up a trust. You need to make a payment into that trust, and then they'll take their money out of it. In construction, you've kind of got to take a little bit of risk, and often it can take a while to get paid. Yeah, that's just part of the game. We don't work on fear like lawyers do. We do not work on fear and confusion. So maybe that's why these people have no experience of actual business. Is that too bold a claim, everyone? I know I've been talking to other people in other professions. They're shocked when they hear some of the payment deals in construction. It's just atrocious. Luke Yeaman, the Deputy Secretary of Treasury's Macroeconomic Group, said on Friday he had been surprised by the strength of some of the home sales figures that had recently come through. He said housing market activity tended to swing from year to year, and even before the pandemic, there were cyclical factors that pointed to a drop from a recent peak. On top of that, the pandemic had clearly taken a further hit out of activity in that year, and then Homebuilder provides, if you like, a partial offset to that cyclical effect, he told the committee. Treasury said new builds accounted for 79 out of 90 applications in Tasmania and 129 out of 157 applications in South Australia. Officials expected more data to arrive in coming weeks. Under the Homebuilder scheme, the contract for construction must be signed between the 4th of June 2020 and the 31st of December 2020. The building work must then commence within 3 months of the contract date. However, this latter requirement has been relaxed for Victoria given the additional lockdown measures. The scheme has caused unease on the coalition backbench, with some MPs saying they were nervous about the amounts being spent on stimulus, or that the $150,000 minimum spent for renovations will put the subsidy beyond the reach of home owners outside of the capital cities. They don't care. All they want is economic activity. That's the point. That's the point. What do you think, everyone? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Are you in the game? Are you doing a home builder build? Or are you a tradie and have some work lining up for it? Let us know. Or should we listen to all the lawyers in Parliament? As always, thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and want to support the content I create here, there are a few ways you can. You can join the channel on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve or Kucoin. You can buy a merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next episode.